All right, so time to make a fork, and what we're going to do is start off with the standard box. I'm going to switch this to wireframe view up in the top right-hand corner. Go to top view. Actually, I'll go to side view, scale S, and I only want to scale it in the Z proportion, so I'm going to flatten it right down like that. And there we go. Back to top view. And I'm going to go to edit mode. I'm going to hit the A key twice to deselect all the vertices, B key to select and drag over these edge vertices. And then I'm going to zip around to the front here, 3 in the number pad. And what I want to do, I'll just move it a bit so we can actually see what happens, is I want to take the edges here and subdivide them. And if I try to do that, if I go edge subdivide, it's not going to do quite what we want. It puts a line in the middle and here. That's not what I want. So I'll Control Z, and I'm going to go to edge select here, and I'm going to hold down the shift button. I'm going to first select the top edge, then hold down the shift button and select the bottom edge. So we just have those two edges selected. Then I'm going to go edge, subdivide, and bring up the submenu down here by clicking on that little arrow. Okay, that'll appear when we hit the subdivide button, the context or submenu. And I'm going to bump that up to, I think, 8. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be so I can create the tines. That looks good to me. I'm going to go, now I'm going to switch actually to face mode. And I'm going to select every second face. And then I'm going to go to top view. And I'm going to extrude. And yeah, that's probably good about there. We don't want to make the fork too long. And I think I'm going to put one more tiny little extrusion in. Okay, hit the A key twice. I'm going to go back to vertice select mode, hit the B key, and I might just scale this in a little bit. And I want to scale this in, I think it's the Y. Yeah. Then extrude just a little bit. It's going to need to make the handle. And I might scale that in a little bit. Extrude again. Scale it out a little bit. And actually, I'm going to just undo that because I think what I would have done by scaling it is make it narrower as well. And that's not actually what I wanted. So let's go back here and let's scale this in the Y only. So S first and then Y. That's important. Yeah, that's better. So I'm going to have to do that again every time I scale just part of the fork handle. Extrude again. I want to scale it out now, so let's just go and have a look at what happens if I'm not careful here. If I scale it with the S key, it actually scales all parts. I only want to scale the Y, so I hit S and then Y, and I can widen it out. Go to the top. Might be a little too wide. I can scale that in a bit. Uh-oh. Scale Y, S and then Y key. That's better. Extrude again. Scale S and then Y key, because again, I only want to scale the Y part. And we're pretty much done the fork. I might just add a subdivision surface to this to make it look a little bit better. So we're going to go to modifiers, add modifier, subdivision surface. And that's not too bad, actually. Okay. A couple things I might do. I might grab the handle back to 7 and just make the handle of the fork a little bit larger. So B key, just trying to get the scale right. Grab. Now you notice if I grab it, it's going to go off at an angle. What I should do is click here, so we actually get the X and Y, and I'll grab it and just extend it a bit like that. If I don't like the proportions of any part of it, I can scale them, and there's a few parts I don't like. So I'm going to go back to edit mode, hit A key twice, B key to select, and I'm just going to scale this again in the Y and just widen that out a little bit. Okay, it's a bit too wide, but that's okay. Hit the tab to go back to edit, A key twice, B key to grab the neck of the fork, S and then Y, scale this in the Y a little bit. I want to bring that in a little bit narrower. I think that's okay for now. Now if we go to side view, we can see that it's a flat fork, and most forks have kind of a bend to them. So let's do that. And what I'll do, again, side view, I'll hit the tab key, and I can probably, actually even with those, no, I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that. I need to just see which part I'm bending. So I want to move one over. So I hit the A key twice, B key here, and then just bend it down like that. And if we move, we can, yeah, it's not quite what I want. So let's also grab these ones, A key twice, B key, and oh, that's coming along pretty good. Sometimes the end of the fork is bent up a little bit. So we'll just lift that up a little bit here at the end. A key twice, and maybe the B key. And maybe I'll just curl this up slightly at the end. And there's our fork profile. Now I might actually just lift this up a little bit here. B key, and lift it. Uh-oh, wait a second. You notice I had those ones selected. Hit the A key twice. So we deselect everything, and then lift here, something like that. That's not too bad. Yeah, and then we can go and have a look at this. We might need to increase the subdivision levels here. So let's just try that. And we might also go to Object and Shade Smooth. And I don't know, that looks pretty good to me. We could, I mean, we could fine tune this thing a little bit more. Top view. Again, go to wireframe. I'm going to use the B key. And I'm going to scale this in the Y and just pinch it in just a little bit. And yeah, it's not too bad. That's okay. I'll take that. Okay, there we go. You can see there's something funny happening here where these are joining. I'm not going to worry about that. We're probably not going to see that at the scale that we're going to have these forks sitting on the table at. Okay, hopefully that helps you. That's it for now. There's your fork. Over and out.